September is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Now, AM Extra is raising awareness by highlighting the life-changing work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Our Coin 6 and Portland CW team ran the Hood to Coast relay over the weekend to help raise funds for St. Jude. And this morning, we're learning more about the hospital's impact on families over the years. Today, we're hearing from Amelia Salas, a mother of a former St. Jude patient. Amelia joins us live this morning to share her late son's story and how she's using that experience to help save others. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Emily and Travis. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being here.
Well, let's first just kind of talk about your son, Juan. Tell us about his cancer journey and your journey at St. Jude.
Yeah, so we came to St. Jude in 2012 when my son was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I am from Phoenix, Arizona, and this is where he was diagnosed. When he was diagnosed, I was told to take my son home, that regardless of the treatment that he underwent, he wouldn't make it past 6 months. Wow. So as a mother, I couldn't obviously just take that and go. So kind of went a little crazy looking for different organizations and came across St. Jude. Within a couple of days, we were flying and he was undergoing treatment. Within a couple of days of his diagnosis. So he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. We started our St. Jude journey back in 2012.
And St. Jude intervened and took what was originally, going to be 6 months, according to one doctor, and turned it into years for your family.
Yeah, St. Jude gave us so much more time with him. Again, he was given 6 months pretty much. And he unfortunately passed away in 2018, but he was almost at the 6-year mark.
Wow.
For his diagnosis. So more than that, I think St. Jude has given us hope just to our family. 6 months after Juan was diagnosed, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So because of that, Juan's doctors at St. Jude decided to do genetic testing, which he tested positive for a genetic disorder, which kind of explained the brain tumor and the early diagnosis. The early age diagnosis, which then tested me and my youngest, making us all positive, and then now following my youngest as a St. Jude patient as well for genetics and just being proactive on that situation.
Talk about that genetic testing side of it and how much that has changed not only maybe the outlook that you have, moving forward with you and your family, but that it could give to others as well, to be aware of, your DNA, your makeup may make you more susceptible to these types of cancers.
Yeah, so actually St. Jude shares his research freely. So it actually has a huge impact, right? It's going to help families that come through the St. Jude doors after hours. It's going to help ours. God forbid, if anything ever shows up with Javier, they're a step ahead of the curve. They've even gone to the extent of sharing news and articles and different guidelines that change for that genetic disorder with my oncologist. So it's even helped me with my post-cancer care. It definitely gives me peace of mind because it's scanxiety and all that stuff is very intense. So it definitely gives me peace of mind to say, I know they have Javier covered.
Yeah, absolutely. To know that for the rest of his life, were anything to happen, and we certainly hope it doesn't, but they would catch it hopefully so early on that he has a lot of options, and just to have that knowledge going forward, that's something that wouldn't have been the case, many years ago. It's Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, so when we look at childhood cancer and some of the things that St. Jude has been able to do for children around the world, we'll talk about some of the work here, the research and what they're learning about childhood cancer and the ways that it's different from what we know about cancer in adults.
I have the privilege to actually work for ALSAC, which is a fundraising organization for St. Jude. And they shared a lot of information of the impact and the new things going on at St. Jude. And one of the things that I recently learned is the huge growth that we're doing to fight brain tumors. And it's impressive because our global alliances throughout the world are helping with that research to lower mortality rates, right? We always love to hear the success stories of St. Jude, and it fills my cup of motivation, but there's more work to be done. It's that 1 in 5 of the kids that don't make it that we need to work towards. And I think that global impact, that global work impacts all of it.
Wow. Well, on the other side to St. Jude, too, we talk about, the medical, that direct medical care, but also just the ability to go and not worry about the bill side of it, right? You have the medical care that goes into it. And as a parent, you've experienced that, not only taking your child through to St. Jude to try to get that treatment, but to obviously have the cost alleviated through St. Jude. What is that side of it like, and why was it so important for other people to support St. Jude to help out?
Yeah, so being a single mom of two was a little bit hard, not being able, not knowing how I was going to be able to provide, saving my child's life. So St. Jude did that. They went ahead and paid for all his 6 brain surgeries, which we all know how expensive medical bills can get, down to like even the vitamin D. Unfortunately, like I said, my son lost his life, but that last year I was able to just make those memories, spend the time with him. It was the most amazing year of my life because we got to make those memories and I didn't have to worry about how I was going to pay for that, the different chemos that they were offering, or the 2 rounds of radiation that they gave us, knowing that I had to pay for that first surgery because he didn't have insurance. So it was incredible to be able to just be in the moment and enjoy my kids and see their bond and just create all those memories that we now get to keep forever.
Wow.
Absolutely. We continue our campaign to support St. Jude this month. What would you say to folks out there who are maybe on the fence? Why does their support mean so much right now?
We talk a lot about St. Jude and the huge improvements that they've done in mortality rates. For leukemia, for example, we went from 20% to now 80% survival rate. So it's obviously incredible the work that they've already done, but I don't think that's enough. We still have 1 in 5 kids dying from the terrible disease that cancer is. So that's where your support goes. That's where all the hard work of fundraising and building awareness and the community support comes in, so that no mother goes through what I've gone through in losing a child.
Yeah, we've made progress, but it's not good enough just yet. And we're going to
Absolutely.
continue to keep fighting.
Well, our hearts are with you, Amelia and Javier, and we certainly appreciate you sharing Juan's story and your story with us this morning. It's so important, the work that St. Jude's doing, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Emily and Travis. Thank you guys so much for having me and bringing St. Jude to your viewers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate your time.
And a reminder, if you would like to help, you can still donate to our campaign. Our Hood to Coast fundraiser continues for St. Jude as we work to raise $30,000 for the care and treatment of childhood cancers and other life-threatening diseases. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now or go to coin.com/St. Jude to learn more and donate today. Thank you so much to all of our wonderful viewers who've helped us on this campaign, and you're helping families like Amelia's. We want to see more survival stories and more success stories for children all around the world.